Hello, 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 beautiful souls. This is Kate Woodlock, founder of Empowerment Through Spirit and your spiritual transformation guide. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you can hear me. I was live before and I don't think my microphone was working, so I'm really sorry about that, but I'm back and I hope it's working. But today I wanted to hop on and talk about other people's realities affecting your sense of purpose and absorbing the realities of others and having that affect your sense of purpose in life. Um, and you know, as human beings, as souls in physical form, we are always absorbing the realities of others. We're always absorbing energy from outside sources. Our bodies take in energy, we process it, we digest it, and we release it in the form of whatever we're experiencing in our lives, our physical realities. That's kind of just how our systems work. We take energy in, we digest it, and we spit it out, and we watch it in whatever form of whatever we're experiencing in our lives. But we don't always realize we're picking up on outside projections from others, and that's something that starts before we're born. We carry it in our DNA and our genetics. Good things and bad things, the triumphs and the traumas. The transgenerational things, the old money stories, the abundance things, from our grandparents, poverty things, relationship issues from our parents and from our grandparents. We store it all in our DNA and we carry it with us. And we respond to these things with our instincts based on what we're carrying around in our bodies. And what I find is that people, even with good things, that they get passionate and excited about, like a job or being a mother or a new creative adventure or something like that, they aren't always conscious of where those energies are coming from and whether or not they belong to them. And human beings, we're all empathic. We all have the ability to experience and to feel the energy of others. It's just that we're not all conscious of it. Some people are more in tune and conscious of that ability than others. So we can get really tapped into the energies of others when they get excited about something, a new adventure, parenthood, a new job, a new creative idea, or something like that. And we can start to do something similar. We can grab onto that passionate, excited energy and decide to jump the gun and go for whatever it is that we decide we want to do with that. Hi, April. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. So we can, grab onto something like that and really go for it. And all of a sudden, somewhere down the line, it could be weeks, months, years, half a lifetime down the road, it starts to not feel right anymore. Whether it's a job or an adventure, a move, whether you've been a caretaker your whole life and at first you thought it felt great and you had this great sense of purpose, and then all of a sudden you're like, this doesn't feel right anymore. I feel like I'm not myself. I'm depressed. I'm overwhelmed. This isn't fulfilling me. This doesn't feel like who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing here on this planet. And you look around and you're like, is this what I want? Why did I want this? Did I choose this? Or was this chosen for me? How did I end up here? And that is something that I really hold space for, here in this group and with my clients. I'm completely neutral in whatever answers I give so that, my reality and my passion doesn't turn into yours or anybody else's. My individuality doesn't get transferred to yours. Because, we all, it's not that I don't want to share my passion and energy with you guys and my ideas and everything like that. It's about finding your own specific path and way so that you can get to that inner blueprint that you have inside of you, to find your mission here, because that's what we're all here to do, to discover your purpose and your mission. And we all have a mission and a purpose, and we're meant to work together to accomplish what we came here to do. And when you get super tuned in, and you start to understand how energy works and that it flows to you and through you, and you have a solid grasp of what that is, you can go so deep inside of yourself that you don't get pulled in to other people's realities anymore. And you can understand what is somebody else's reality and what is your own reality. You know, whether it be a reality of passion, of trauma, of expectation, or of something else. And anything external from the past that doesn't exist anymore, because the past doesn't exist, won't sway you in one direction or another when you're really rooted in yourself. You become immovable, focused on your mission while still being able to support those around you. And you know, we're all meant to share energy. We're not just supposed to take those projections on as our own or give ourselves away in the process. We're definitely not supposed to be completely giving ourselves away in the process of sharing our energy. And that's a big thing that I help women get clear on as well. And you know, as we absorb outside energies and people's realities, soon, you know, if you've been doing that for a long time, we don't know what our own reality is anymore, or what lights us up, or what we want to do with ourselves, and we can get really lost. And that can be a dark and depressing place to not know who you are, or why you're here, or what you want to do, or anything like that. You know, even if it's something exciting and beautiful, you can kind of be like, I don't even know if that's for me anymore. And you can get really lost, and it takes time to start shedding those old layers, and it can be painful, shedding the layers of things that light you up or used to light you up, and suddenly you realize that those aren't things that are for you anymore. That's not really your path, and it's not the path that you're supposed to walk down or that you really want to walk down. But being able to let go of all those old pieces that aren't you, aren't your true authentic self, is crucial to getting to the next part of your journey and understanding your mission and why you're here, and getting to the core of who you truly are. And really, when I say mission, you know, it sounds like this huge responsibility, and this big, you know, this big giant thing, but really your mission is finding out who you really are on the inside, just digging, the excavation process of digging in and finding out who you really are and being able to express it. And when you're really totally connected and letting source move through you and move through your body with no external attachments, you can expand in a limitless fashion, just exponentially, into the universe. And when you're expansive in that way, you attract things into your energy field automatically, all of the good things, and you're able to create things in your physical reality all the time on purpose, you know, consciously. So nothing shows up when you're in that state that feels like an obstacle or a block or a surprise. You know, it's all just, it shows up as wisdom, as lessons, and as opportunities. You know, you start to get excited about everything you're creating and receiving from source, you know, the incredible unlimited opportunities at hand. You get excited about the potential of everything. And you know, you'll be so solid within yourself that even when things do show up and you get a little bit wobbly, like, ooh, this is a big one, how am I going to get through this? You end up moving through it with ease and with grace, because you are so connected to yourself and with source that it won't sway you. So the best way to discover that purpose, April, my invitation to you, to April, and to all of you out there, is to really feel inside of yourself. See if you can just sit and be with yourself for a little while. It can be a few minutes, it can be a half an hour, it can be an hour, however long it takes, to just be with you and see what thoughts, ideas, and emotions are moving through you. And try to recognize if they are yours or not. If they belong to someone else, if they belong to your parents, if they belong to society, if they belong to old relationships, old partners, if they belong to the schooling system, see if they're yours or not, and ask yourself that question. And see if you have an afterthought when you have those emotions and those ideas come up. If it's something that you want to do you have an afterthought of, oh, I can't do that because somebody's going to judge me for it, or I can't do that because what is this person going to think about me if I run away and be an artist, or if I want to be a painter or a singer or something like that, because those don't belong to you either. Other people's judgments are not yours. So see what comes up in that space. And for some of you, it might just be emotions that come up, because emotions come before thoughts, and then the emotions get translated into thoughts. So if you're still if you're early on your journey, and you're still a little bit unconscious, you might be a little bit unaware of the triggering habits that these conditionings and other people's realities have on you. And that's okay. That's all part of the journey. You know, they don't have to be words yet. But the more conscious and connected that you become, the easier it will be to decipher between what is yours and what is others, and what source is leading you towards, because source is always leading us to ourselves, and source is leading us to expand on a greater and greater level. So if you want to find your mission, if you want to find yourself and your true purpose, and really start to shed all of those layers of the past and other people's realities, and transcend on your journey here, let's get in touch. Shoot me a PM. Let's set up a complimentary synergy session. You guys know that I do those for you. I will get you the same amazing results that I get my clients, and I would love to work with each and every one of you. So does anybody else have any comments or questions? You're very welcome, April. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.